Very good morning, children. I'm your SAG sir. Here we go with the 6th volume of the chapter Branch Accounts. Consider this particular question. From the following particulars, prepare branch account showing the profit or loss from the branch. Opening stock at branch cost is given. Opening stock is given 15,000. Goods sent to branch, this you take on debit side. Opening stock also on debit side as balance brought down. Cash sales you take on credit side as remittances. Expenses, these two you can take on debit side in the branch account. Closing stock could not be ascertained, but it is known that the branch usually sells cost plus 20%. In the 20% profit. Cost 100% ಅಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ 20% ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ 60,000. ಈಗ 60,000 is representing 120% ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Then you calculate 100%, that gives you cost of goods sold. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು you can get the closing stock here because closing stock is not given. The branch manager is entitled to, see these two are important only for you. These two are a very new item for you because these adjustments we have not come across in the previous problems. So we shall know how to calculate the closing stock as well as the manager's commission is given on the profit of the branch before, this is a key word, okay, before charging such a commission. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ನೀವು ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ವಿ ಶಲ್ ಸಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು go for a working note first. Calculation of the closing stock, you have to calculate the closing stock, so go for a working note. First you assume the cost to be as 100%, then the sales will be 100 plus 20, that is 120%. So let the cost is equal to 100% and then the sales will be equal to 100 plus 20%. So sales at 120% is equal to 60,000. The 120% sales is then the 60,000. That is the problem. Therefore 100% calculate ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದೇ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ cost of goods sold. So cost of goods sold, the cost is nothing but this cost is there. No? This cost is nothing but CGS, cost of goods sold, that is 100%. So 60,000 is representing 120. 60,000 is representing 120. Another 60,000 by 120 multiply by 100, you are getting 50,000. Now 50,000 is the cost of goods sold. Can you understand? Now 50,000 into 20%. 50,000 into 20%. That gives you 10,000. So 50,000 is there. Plus 10,000 is the profits. 50 plus 10 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 60,000 ನಿಮಗೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ cost of goods sold is equal to, normally the other formula is there. Now cost of goods sold, how do you get? Opening stock plus goods sent to branch here minus the closing stock. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಾವು ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, right? How do you get the cost of goods sold? Opening stock plus goods sent to the branch minus the closing stock. So you will be getting here 50,000 opening stock. Cost of goods sold is 50. Opening stock is given 15,000. Goods sent to branch is 45,000 and closing stock is not known. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ purchases ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂತಾರೆ. Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. ಹಂಗೇನೆ ತಗೊಂತಾರೆ cost of goods sold. ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ opening stock plus purchases ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು purchase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, goods sent to the branch minus the closing stock. Closing stock ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅನ್ನೋನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಇದು 15 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 45, 15 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 45 ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ 60,000 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ 50,000 ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ 50,000 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 10,000 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಈಗ once you get the closing stock, then you can proceed with the other. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಟ್ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇನ್ನು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಪೇಯಬಲ್, ಇನ್ನು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಈಸ್ ಎಂಟೈಟಲ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಅವಾಗ ಇನ್ನು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಡೌನ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ, ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, so take up as a hint regarding the manager's commission, take it as closing liability on a debit side. So next you can go for a branch account in the books of a head office. You can take opening stock 15,000 debit side, branch stock, then to goods sent to branch is given as 45,000, cash sales is given, and before that these expenses you take on debit side only. To bank account 30,000 and 3,000, and then the 60,000 you take on credit side, remittances. Then balance carried on is the closing stock as we have calculated 10,000. Then on debit side you can take as balance carried on manager's commission, outstanding manager's commission. How to calculate for that, you see what is given here, 5% on the profits of the branch before charging such a commission. Now what is the profit before charging such a commission? See these two, how much amount is 60 plus 10, 70,000 is there. Similarly minus these 60,000 minus 70,000 minus 63,000. These three together you are getting 63. This is 70,000. So 70 minus 63 will get a balance 7,000. Now that 7,000 into 5%. Now what is this 7,000? First you understand. This 7,000 is the profits before charging such a commission. ಈ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟದು 7,000. ಆ 7,000 ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, 5%. Read it here. The branch manager is entitled to a commission of 5% on the profits before charging such commission. Therefore, you deduct, calculate on 7,000 at the rate of 5%. So that gives you 350. Okay. Now find the total in 70,000 and the difference you are getting 6,650. This is the difference amount. Okay. That's a profits. So you can pause it down and you can write down. Well, next you can see 15th question is similar to that one only as like in the 14th one what we have solved. Only changes here. It is after commission is given 10% on the profits of the branch after charging such a commission. When this is given like this, what to do, that we shall see. It is 25% profit under. So 125% is the sales now, 55,000 sales. Now this 55,000 is representing 125. So calculate 100%. That 55,000 by 125 into 100 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 44,000 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ 44,000 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಾ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 44,000 is equal to 1,000 opening stock plus goods sent 50,000 minus closing stock. So difference ನಿಮಗೆ 7,000 rupees ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. and coming to the branch account here, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಇದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ 1000, goods sent to branch 50,000, expenses given 2,200. ಇಲ್ಲಿ remittances ಗೆ 55,000 cash sales, balance carried on 7,000 is the closing stock what we have calculated here. So you got totally 62,000 minus these three amounts. 62,000 minus 53,200. So 8,800 you are getting. Now this 8,800 is representing 110% ಅಂತ ನೀವು ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ 10%, right? His commission is 10% after charging such a commission ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಸಚ್ ಎ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದು, ಓನ್ಲಿ commission. This is the profits before charging such commission only, we know this is okay. But there commission is given 10% not on this profit but on the profits after charging such a commission anta heltane. Therefore what you do, you take like this, stating this 8,800 represents two amounts. Which are the two amounts? One is the commission, another is the profits to be transferred. Aita ee commission estide 10% ide, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ 100% ಅಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ 100 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 10 110% ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ 8,800 ಇಂಟು 10 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 8,800 by 110 ಇಂಟು 10 ಹೆಂಗಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಂಟು 10 by 110. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ 800. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಈಗ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 8,000 ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಸಚ್ ಎ ಕಮಿಷನ್. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಆನ್ 8,000 ಇಂಟು 10% you will get 800 clearly. On 8,000 10% you get 800. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ 8,800 ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 10% you will be getting 880. That will be wrong. It is not on this profit but on this profit he says. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಏನಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು 10% ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So how to get then? For that, what you have to do, this profits whatever you are getting before charging such a commission, adanna that will be representing 110. ಈಗ 5% commission ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತಾರೆ 5 by 105, 3% commission 3 by 103, 15% commission 15 by 115. So hang ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, right? Only then you will get like this the values. ಅದೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, it is given before charging such commission ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ, 5% on the profits ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಸಚ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ 7,000 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 7,000 ಮೇಲೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ 5% ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಸಚ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ 8% ಐ ಮೀನ್ 10% ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ 10% ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಚೇಂಜ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್, ರೈಟ್? ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅದನ್ನು. So by here we'll be completing the first method. Next we shall go for a second method, that is where accounting procedure, when the goods are supplied by the head office to the branches at a invoice price or a loaded price. Okay, so we have to solve the problems now under this particular head next, that we shall see in our next class. Alright, so this you have to understand. So about the types of branches we have seen, inland branches where the accounts are being maintained separately in case of independent branches, but accounts will not be maintained separately for dependent branches. Such accounts will be maintained only by the head office itself. So under dependent branches, to record the transactions we have three systems. One is a data system, stock and data system, final account system. As per our syllabus we have only data system. Under data system the transactions can be recorded under two major heads. That is what we have seen, the two major heads. One is a goods are being sent to the head office at a cost price, when the goods are being supplied by the head office to the branches at a invoice price or a loaded price. So we have seen the problems till now under this particular head. Next my video will be looking into the problems when goods are being invoiced to the head office, by the head office to the branches at a invoice price or at a loaded price. Alright, that we shall see in the next class.